Sound resumed.
Welcome back to Rhyme Gaming's the Poro Cup 2. We find ourselves now in the grand final champion select. I'm joined by Kalia. It's been a long day, but here we are with the last match.
Yes, here we are. We got to see these two teams go at it earlier today, and I must say that was an incredible game to watch, and potentially two games coming up between these teams here. For those of you who don't know, Glasslip coming through the winners bracket into the final, having knocked down JD to DJ into the lower bracket earlier, means they have a one-game advantage going into this best of three. For those of you who don't understand exactly what that means, Glasslip only need to win one game, JD to DJ need to win 2 games in a row.
User disconnected from your channel.
That is a fairly big ask. They weren't. JD to DJ played very, very well in the previous match against. I forget the name of them. Glasslip, sorry. And it was very close, but 2 wins, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. Just this first match, though, we are seeing, again, the same 3 bands. They're focusing on combustion. Syndra, Xerath, Ari is banned away. And it's really interesting to see how much focus this team puts onto combustion.
Yeah, we did see Combuskin get to play that Syndra last game, and he looked absolutely incredible. I did state earlier in the champion select of that game that you did have to be a good Syndra player to pull it off, and he most certainly pulled it off. You know, really, really impressive. Took that early lead and just went with it, and basically there was nothing Lee could do. And that's even more impressive from Combuskin, as we did see that Leet was the standout player for Sweetie Swag, and Combuskin ran circles around him last game.
And the champion he chose to pull out in their last match when these 3 were banned was the Lux. And they did end up losing that match. So I do wonder if he's going to try something new in this mid lane. But we're seeing Rise being taken, and Kha'Zix and Lucian for the side of JD to DJ.
Yeah, I mean the Eptic, not Eptic, but I forget who the AD carry for JD to DJ was last game.
It is Epic. Yep.
Is it? Okay, yeah. Eptic, he took that Lucian last game, so obviously liking that. And we did see that one guy play Kha'Zix previously in the last game as well, and both of them did look pretty good. That one guy, especially on that Kha'Zix, absolutely dominating the jungle matchup. So not really that surprising to see them pick that when that worked so well for them last game. Why change what works?
That one guy, he did get a really early lead though, I think. He didn't get the first blood, but he got an assist on the first blood and had a triple buff start as well. So it's very unlikely he'll be able to do that this game. Cassiopeia is being off. That could be really interesting. Over on the other side, we've got Ramus locked in. Seen that once today, and Janna as well being. No, we don't have a nomp in this game. Janna just being taken because she's such a good support.
Yeah, everybody really favouring the Janna recently. Just a great pick for disengaging and resetting fights that aren't going in your favour. Combuskin maybe looking. I'm honestly a little bit disappointed that we didn't get to see a Vega. I love Vega play, but looks like it's just going to be an Oriana. And the support pick looking to be Morgana. Oh, Combuskin, I love you.
It is a Vega, wow. In the grand final, Vega has been locked in for the mid lane. You saw it here first. But how explosive is this player going to be?
I'm a little bit worried for him, to be honest. He did pick it into a Ramus, which is incredibly ballsy. Vega obviously doesn't have any escapes. He's got the big stun, which he'll be able to use, but that won't guarantee him safety, especially if there's some flash power balls involved. But nonetheless, I really do like Vega. It's something that we don't get to see almost ever from anybody, but he is so unbelievably powerful. People seem to have it in their mindset that he's only good against AP heroes. He's not. His ultimate scales 1-to-1 with AP, as well as having a huge base damage ratio. It does upwards of 1500 magical damage without any scaling off the AP. So Vega, incredible damage no matter what he's gonna do, and if he plays this well, which I have no reason to doubt that he won't, he'll be able to just make picks with that ultimate, and suddenly it's a 4v5 fight. I'm really excited to see this Vega pick.
Zed has been locked in to go into that mid lane though. Is Pongu on that Zed gonna be able to take down Combustion before he can start to get those items and make use of that 1.0 AP ratio?
Yeah, quite possibly. This is going to be a very skill orientated matchup between Combustion and Pongu. Pongu's going to need to dodge the stun and look for the level 6 all-in sort of thing, whereas Combustion can look for the level 6 all-in, but he does need to lay in that stun if he wants to kill Pongu. Obviously Combustion has the advantage of being ranged and having more, or rather better ranged abilities to deal with the melee of Pongu, so it is again going to be a hugely skill orientated matchup. Champ Blue on the Rammus does have the potential to be quite a heavy influence on the mid lane, and if you can force that stun out from Vega early game, even before level 13 really, it has a huge cooldown, I believe somewhere in the ballpark of 18 seconds, so that's gonna make some openings for Pongu if Rammus can, even he doesn't even have to get any damage down. If he just forces that stun out, he's really helping Pongu in that lane.
And previously, some very similar picks. It's the same top lane matchup, at least for JD to DJ's point of view. Aurelia into Ryze, and they've got a mage into Zed. And they've got a Kha'Zix. The difference being, now there's a Rammus in the opposing team's jungle. How's that going to make this game a little bit different?
Rammus is obviously going to provide a lot of lane pressure, but that being said, Rammus is really susceptible to early jungle pressure, and we saw that come out from JD to DJ last game. So if they can do the same sort of thing, it's really going to hurt Rammus, just like it hurt Jarvan heavily last game. And I feel like the Ryze in top lane especially is going to be relying a lot on this Rammus to really keep him in the game and stop TTJ from repeating last game where he just walked all over the Ryze at top. So I think we're really going to see some aggression out of JD to DJ in the jungle here. Maybe look to go towards that blue. Taking blue away from Rammus really hurts him. He needs that mana regen, and he needs the CDR, especially for the defensive curls early on to even get through clearing his jungle. So Rammus pretty susceptible to early invades. JD to DJ invaded early last game. 1+1 is 2. It's up to them whether or not it'll be successful. More is the question as to if they do it or not, which to me it almost seems certain that they will.
In the last game, well, the way the jungle works is there's kind of 4 entries into your jungle, and in the last game, all 3 out of 4 were protected from the side of SWSW, and JD to DJ managed to find the one that wasn't and just kind of fluked it, but also probably been watching the matches and predicted the same invade would be the case and outplayed them there. All it takes is a scrim line though. All it really takes is one member in each entrance to spot out an invade. It's not that difficult, and everyone has a warding trinket at the start of the game if they want to. that they can place down. Now it's 30 seconds into the game you start to place them down. It's going to take a lot of real outplay in this early game for JD to DJ to pull off a successful invade.
I mean, spotting the invade and actually doing something about it are two completely separate things. Even if you just see them walking into your jungle, obviously you then have a lot more information to react, but if you still don't react right, it's still going to hurt you. So, you know, even just walking in and pressuring them off the blue buff is going to force them to maybe rotate around and be even 15 seconds later into getting their own, you know, traded blue buffs. It's little things like that that actually really make a difference. And you know, I think JD to DJ, if they can, you know, even like I said, that 15 seconds gap, that will really help their laners get an extra level. It'll help them get in the lane into a better place. And we can see both teams are grouped up here, so more than likely there's going to be some level 1 rotations and positioning at the very least. Not sure if we'll see a level 1 fight, but probably buffs traded away, to be honest. And actually, JD DJ are going for the exact same invade that they pulled last game, I think.
Yep, it's the exact same except on the other side of the map. Difference being, this time they didn't go and ward their other buff. This time, all 5 of them are committing to this, and there's no real vision in any other part of the map. Maybe
Rise is just patrolling here. He could be out of position, but he does just drop the ward, and you know,
he patrols in the right direction at the right time, and thus sitting on top of a ward.
Yeah, but they're still going to be able to take away the blue buff. Are they coming over to contest this? They are going to see 2 people back away, and if they wait for these back to go and then contest, that's going to be really good for them. I mean,
that's what they're doing, but maybe what is happening here is the 6th sense of JD to DJ going to prevail. They ward over. Oh, was Janna spotted out? Just Janna though, running around.
But Janna's bottom lane, spotting her is the warning sign. Zed sees Morgana leave as well. They know there's only 3 people in here. They're gonna go for this contest.
They had one chance, that was one warning sign, and this is the test. Are backing away. 4 members running away. Event Horizon stunning 2 of them. That's a really good level 1 ability. That one guy gets knocked up. He flashes away, but it's first blood for Pongu. That was the jungler you're trying to get a blue buff on, and now he's fallen down. Double kill in the mid lane already. This mid lane matchup, Combustion and Zed. We were talking about it in Champion Select, and now Zed has 2 kills for nothing. Hold on, this might be a third. Combustion stuns both of them though.
Yeah, and they've actually transitioned to this into their own buff steal, and Kha'Zix is going to be really sad when he walks in there and spots that out. I'm not sure you want to be here, Kha'Zix. He's got the red buff, he's got no flash. Oh my god.
Flash from Pongu. Wow. Less than 3 minutes, already 3 kills onto a Zed.
Yeah, this is the risk you run when you invade, and it paid off for them last game. This game, not so much. Zed now 3-0. He has a brutalizer at 3 minutes in the game, and
oh wow.
Suddenly Combustion's skill matchup in mid is not looking so great for him. Obviously Zed starting with the brutalizer is really gonna put the pressure on him in that mid lane. Kha'Zix so far behind this game as well. 0 CS, 3 minutes 30 into the game. That's not where you want to be. Doesn't matter who you're playing or what you're doing. That's just disastrous for him.
And this, if they lose this, they're out. That's the tournament over for them, and they'll take 2nd place. So it's going to be very mentally taxing knowing this, and being 3 kills behind. This is probably the furthest behind they've been early on in the game. The spell immune stopping any taunts, any CC, but does have to flash the tornado. Hold on, taunt was still a, and the snare is going to stop anything more as the turret's being taken. What is going on? random turret shots going all over them, and they do manage to force the base out of Eptic though, and that gank could have gone off. It went well, but then they took a few too many turret shots as well.
Yeah, they sort of overpushed it. Once they got both of the summoners out of Lucian, that was really all they were going to get from there. Absolutely great play from Morgana, timing the Black Shield really well to make sure that Lucian couldn't get taunted up. But you know, still forcing both the flashes out. But Lucian does get away with his life, and thanks to Twitch being up in the blue buff fight at the start of the game, Lucian still has a CS and an EXP advantage in this lane, despite not having any summoners.
Yeah, and he should be able to stay quite safe in this lane. The only issue is going to be if that one guy is forced to protect the lane, is forced to come into a lane because they're getting camped by champ who's Rammus. He's not very strong right now. He's managed to stay even in CS just because Rammus went for that gank at the bottom lane, but really it's going to take a lot more than just creeps to get that one guy back in this game.
Hang on a minute. Look at what items Rammus has. Is this something new that what? He's got a Madrid's Razor on Jungle Rammus. This is something that I have never seen before. I've not even heard of this happening before. I mean, I guess it's gonna increase his clear speed.
Okay.
But maybe is he just gonna sell it later on? Like
maybe he's going for 2 jungle. I don't know. I mean, does Rammus clear fast enough to justify Feral Flare? I don't know.
Well, I mean, Feral Flare is not about the clearing, right? It's about the damage scaling on auto attacks that it gives you as you go into later games. So, I mean, I'm shocked that he's gone for a Madrid's Razor, but if he goes for a Feral Flare, I'll almost be worried for his sanity. But he's coming to gank bottom lane again.
Yep, spell immune, great, like, again. And Marco's been very on point with those, even with a Rammus charging into the bottom lane, staying level-headed in this game where they are still behind, but this bottom lane's done really well. Not get too phased, and now we see in the mid lane, level 6 has been hit with combustion.
Yeah, Rammus is actually going to run into Kha'Zix here.
Yep, and he's got more attack speed because he picked up a Madrid's Razor, and does manage to scare that one guy off. So looking at this mid lane, we've got Combustion already hit level 6. Does he have any potential while this tiny window and it's gone? But does he have kill potential on a full health Zed?
On a full health Zed, no. Not really, but he does have the potential to poke him down. Obviously, you know, a really good ability in poking him down in the... Oh, I forget the name of it now, but his Baleful Strike is great for harassing down champions, but you need to sort of weigh up your options when you play Veigar, and it's much the same as playing Nasus. You either farm or you harass. You can't really do both to the full efficiency on those champions. So at the moment, you know, worried about being behind, he's choosing just the farm. But sorry, I thought Zed was gonna go there, but
yeah, we have to give him credit. Combustion's actually stayed ahead in CS against Mongu, who had 3 kills before 3 minutes, and brutalized on his first back, which was a ridiculous time in the game, and he came back playing with and Combustion's managed to stay completely even in XP and CS despite that.
yeah, and that is definitely something quite noteworthy. But you know, now that's level 6. It's where the problems really start to come in. If Rammus makes any sort of appearance towards mid lane, Combustion's really going to struggle. But it looks like Zed wants to go towards top lane, but TTJ already prepared for this, does have it warded up. Is going to swat that out and hopefully get out safe.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have it warded up.
Did it just run out? The ward just expire? Oh, it's a blue ward. No, no, it's yeah, it is watered.
He just put it in and
Oh, okay.
It was good. Good noticing that one. TTDJ maybe he just was a bit wary because Zed did go missing in that lane just for a little bit, and that's really showing how DJ is really good at communicating between the lanes and just knowing when, and that's going to be important because Pongu has 3 kills. Any more onto him is going to be devastating. It's only 900 gold between these two teams at almost 10 minutes. And that started with the...
Here's Ramus.
Here is Ramus. The stun has been duped, and now the taunt is on top of him. There's the turnaround kill. Combustion really good at never giving away a death for nothing. He does get a kill for himself, and that's in 4th kill on Zed. Isn't it? It is a shutdown. For Vega there, so he's not going to be too sad about that one.
Certainly not. If you're Vega, I mean, you're almost happy with that. Not only do you get the shutdown, which means the kill's worth more for you than it is for Zed, but you also get that nice little bit of AP from killing Zed. He'll be sad about losing the blue buff, but at the same time, in the grand scheme of things, he's okay with losing that kill in return for having his own. But Ramus now in bottom lane.
Yep, Spell Immune again used perfectly. So he taunts Epic, and there's Mongu Flash pushing back Epic. And summoners again are available, and the Ramus not able to find the window that he needed. Epic had that Flash down for quite a short period of time. It was available again, and he just gets away from that one. Champion needs to repeat this. Needs to repeat this bottom lane gank. You can't just do it once, pop some summoners, and then go. That's not quite enough to snowball the advantage that they did seem to have at the start of this game.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. Ramus has done a great job of burning the summoners, but he hasn't done anything with the, burning those summoners. He's sort of just let it be. And this is something that I didn't quite get a chance to comment on before, but if you look at the lanes, all of the lanes from JD to DJ are slowly, gaining in terms of CS advantage. Aurelia's about 15 up, but now she's probably going to die to this one, unfortunately.
Yep, Champloo is taunting them up. Immediately goes down, and that shouldn't be that big of a deal. It's a free trip back to base, that death, and does pick up Phage and Machine. So the gold in that top lane is actually rather even. Only issue really now is Champloo with the Madrid's Razor, and we have no idea what he's going for here. But he's got 4 assists. He's making this Ramus pick work at the moment. That one guy has not made Alex go for him that well. He's picked up a Lizard Elder, but hold on a moment. Combustion's in trouble in the middle lane. Stun under the turret onto Pongu. Won't be enough to take him down. And now they're sieging up the first turret of the game. They should be able to get through one.
I mean, this is one area where Vega really shines. Not so much at the moment because his stun's not quite high enough level. But as the game goes on, Vega is able to stun up the entire minion wave and clear it with one of his W's. So Vega can wave clear quite handily, and unfortunately the kills failed there. Great stun from Combustion. Zed almost died to that tower. One more tower shot and he would have gone down there. Lucian in a little bit of trouble in bottom lane though.
Good slows him down. Oh, there's the stun, but it's countered by the ultimate out of Janna. Now Epic's on the run. And they both just simply run away from the damage and run away from the ambush. It seems like they know exactly how to play this. The Janna Monsoon, while it did stop the stun from landing from Morgana, it wasn't quite enough. But this could be, well, Tornado just gets on Delusion after rolling this. But that one guy saying, I'm going to get something back for this, as he does take down the Twitch. And lose here now. Now it's a 2v2. They want to back away their turret, but they can't quite do it yet. Ramus has so little damage. He's doing so hard to get that one. And it's actually Pongu that picks up the last ranged auto attack. Here's
and he's
Pongu
Zed.
coming. And he He does have Death Mark. No, he doesn't have Death Mark available. That's a snare under a turret. And the counter teleport's coming in. Oh no, this is really bad. TTTJ's in the bush. TTTJ gets the kill. Champley versus Aurelia. Champley should not be able to win this one. But he has a Powerball. Oh, and he stops it. Here we go. The taunt. It shouldn't really be enough. TTTJ just going to run around. And there we go. There's another kill. Now, we look at the gold lead. It hasn't really changed all that much, but that was some really messy plays in the bottom lane there.
Yeah, absolutely. And the end result of that was, realistically, it was a 3-for-1 for that Morgana trade. They got Morgana, but they gave up the life of Janna, they gave up the life of Rammus, and they gave up the life of Zed for it. Once they got Kha'Zix, really that's enough to sort of back up and go, okay, there's a dragon. But they pushed it too far, and good TP from Aurelia is able to turn that around for our team, and turn an absolute disaster into something that's it's still not great, but it's okay. You can get away with that. We did actually miss a 1v1 in mid lane. I caught it on stream, but Zed just able to solo kill Vega with the death mark. Unfortunately, Vega used his ultimate a little bit too early, and the death mark just dodged out all the damage from that ultimate. So again, that's what I was talking about when it comes down to a skill matchup in this mid lane. And now Vega's got the Zhonya's Hourglass. He'll have a little bit of a better time against that, but he's already sort of behind. Obviously, Zed has 6 kills, so not really going to be able to deal with that. And now here comes Zed again.
Yep, but Gauntlet is there at the back, bastion up. That Zhonya's Hourglass would have been available during that 1v1. He rushed that item as fast as he could, but potentially it wasn't something that was on the cards. It wasn't something that could have helped him there. I'm not too sure, I didn't really see it, but that one guy does threaten. He did threaten. He was scary enough to scare Pongu off. Pongu jumped in there and did not want the fight that he did with the Rammus. Does it? And now we see, oh, hold on, bottom lane, Pongu's getting stunned, and Eptic doesn't get that kill. There's a teleport in the bush. I don't know if they see this one, because they're going in really hard. Here's Totoro on the back, he's snared up Eptic. Pingu's turning this one around, but it's Totoro that's now the focus, and here comes Combustion. Zed's too far away, Zed's coming up the lane. Totoro should be going down, there it is. Here's Pingu, Combustion's way too deep, there's nothing available except as Zonya's delaying his death. A double kill before he goes down, no doubt. And in exchange, it's a double kill for Pingu on Twit. Fight's not over yet. TTTJ jumping in. Pongu running away from this one. The ultimate taking them down. TTTJ so good on Aurelia. He's not good enough to tank that many turret shots, but it doesn't really matter, as this turret may just go down to Eptic and 2-man.
Yeah, Pingu is here to defend it, but I'm not sure if he can quite do enough here. It does look like this will go down, and that's a 5-for-3 and a tower for JD to DJ here. So obviously really nice for them. Vega picks up 2 kills, which is absolutely great for him as well. If we look, he's now got 77 bonus AP just from his Q, getting obviously a lot of farm onto that. But also 3 kills now as well is I believe 13 AP from that, as he was level 6 when he got his first kill onto Zed. But nonetheless, he's still really happy with how things are going. Vega is someone that you really don't want to see fed at any stage. Now he's got the level 2 ultimate. Really, anybody is going to be hard pressed to survive this, even the Rammus and the Rise. So realistically, I would like to see Vega not ult Zed anymore, just to avoid Zed dodging that damage with the death mark. But he's going to look for a kill here.
Yep, and he does not have the ultimate available. Zonya's Hourglass, a ton of 8 members in. So the rest of their team collapses. That's a Lucian collapsing. It was not that JD to DJ that was surprising the opposing team. It was the other way around. Spell immune again, keeping Duma alive for a little while. And I'm not too sure what happened just there, but he's trying to stun people up. And Totoro's now on the side. They can't really do anything here. They're just completely outnumbered. And a bit of an outplay there. As JD backing off. Wow, Pengu's under the turret. Pengu's trying to get a kill, but he's tanking that one up. Now TTTJ is here. TTTJ is looking for Pengu. He should be able to get that one. He should be able to get in range. There it is, a double kill already. Now 3 members are dead and only 1 from the side of JD to DJ. TTTJ so good on the relay. Jumps onto Totoro. Here's the culling. Here's the follow-up. All the members of their team come to the fight. And just great team play from JD to DJ.
Yeah, JD to DJ and specifically Combustion really coming up big in that fight. 3 members on less than 200 HP. They still have the confidence in their own abilities to continue the fight, and it's really paying off for them. They're, again, between these two teams, it's so back and forth. And I mean, the goal just says that there's 200 gold difference in it at 20 minutes. That's just absolutely incredible between these two teams. And luckily for us, it's not over yet. But no, it's really up to the mid laners at this point, I think. Combustion is in a nice position. Likewise, so is Pongu. But you know, whichever one of them can make the bigger plays for their team is gonna make the difference here, I think. And Kha'Zix's actually taking the blue buff now that Vega has some CDR. I like that. Because Vega's naturally gonna build CDR. You know, that extra 10% CDR on Kha'Zix is really going to help him out. So I do like that. You know, so far, Vega actually already has a blue, so that's why they gave that one over to Kha'Zix there.
And it seems that now Combustion's been playing really well. Combustion's 5-3-1. TTTJ again, so strong. He's 5-2-2. Has that Trinity Force and starting to feel really tanky now. Kha'Zix taking that blue for himself. It looks like he's the only one left that needs to get rolling for JD DJ to have a really commanding lead.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Lucian's not huge, realistically, but he is Lucian, and so he's pretty strong anyway. Does have the Blade of the Ruined King finished. Is now looking towards go to the Ghost Blade, but Aurelia's going to engage on the Rise atop.
TTVJ doesn't really care where Totoro is. He's just going to jump on top of him wherever he goes. Looks like Totoro is going to run away from this one. Hold on, TTVJ's not done. Flash, slow, and now the Rune Prison. But he's still going for it. There's a turret here, but he doesn't really care. Members are rotating up onto this one. Maybe he backed away the wrong way. Deathmark, he's going to have to try and do this. And he's doing exactly that, but it's not really going to be enough. Deathmark was available. I'm not sure what's happening. It seems to be the game is lagging out. Claire, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm spotting the same issue. Ramus actually stole the dragon. I think we may have lost Swifty for a second there. Swift? Yeah, we've lost Swift for a little bit here, but I mean that little segment of play was absolutely incredible for Glasslip. They got a kill at top, and Ramus managed to steal away the dragon as well. It was a good call for JD to DJ to go for that, but they just couldn't secure it, and Zed also got a little bit of damage on the top tower. But now we see the gold swing towards Glass again. So, you know, like the match we saw earlier from these two teams, this game is just so back and forward, and you know, both teams consistently making plays, and you know, then the other team just responds with their own equally good plays, and it's just so close here. I think again. It's gonna go late, and I feel like Glass have a little bit of an advantage the later it goes. Obviously, Rise, great late game, but Twitch as well is really gonna make the difference, and Aurelia will start to drop off. Lucian will start to drop off, unless Combustion can make the big plays later on. They might really start to struggle, but at the moment that's a long way away. There's still a lot of action between now and then, and Combustion looking for a stun, not going to find it. If now that he does, or is starting to get a couple levels into that stun, it does increase with duration in the amount of levels that you have into it. So it's starting to get really dangerous to be stunned up by that Vega.
Yep, and I am back. You're right, Bastion's Event Horizon is extremely scary. It's not just a niche pick. It's not just a crazy, hey, let's play Vega. We have a look at the other members of his team. They've got a Morgana. A Morgana inside, on top of enemies that are already stunned, and then she's going to try and stun them up for even longer. Without flashes available, and if Janet isn't able to tornado the Morgana out, it's going to be a really potent combo that could be pulled out later on in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know that was something that we didn't talk about before at all. But generally, when you get Morgana ulted, you want to run away. But if you're stuck in the Vega box, you have nowhere to run unless you have summoners up. You're not really getting out of there. And Pingo is caught here. Luckily, the Mikhail's on Janna able to keep him alive there. If that Mikhail's didn't come in, I think the Event Horizon was going to be not the Event Horizon, the oh man, I'm doing horribly.
Primordial Burst.
Yes.
It's a strange one.
Yes, the Vega ultimate, which actually scales better than 1-to-1 with AP. I think it's about 1.3 looking at it now, but you know, nonetheless, that is going to be doing almost 900 magical damage. Twitch doesn't really have enough health for that, and a couple of Baleful strikes as well, so Vega really starting to look scary as this game goes on.
And Combustion Vega is really such a strange pick. Never really seen this at a high level of play, and hold on. What the hell is going on? Champlu's looking for something. Wants up that one guy. Now Pingu's ambushing in. Event Horizon stops anyone from coming in. A Dark Binding onto Pongu. Every coming in. But JD to DJ able to thwart that one right in the back.
Yeah, I mean, JD to DJ, they are a little bit on the back foot here. It does look like Glass are sort of taking the initiative in where to be, and they're sort of telling JD to DJ where to be on the map. You know, just being able to get there faster with the high foot mobility champions, but JD to DJ are always there to respond, and now Vega's here. Does get knocked up, still looking for the stun, but Zed just able to get away. Rammus now going in.
Chamlu goes in around the Event Horizon, and Epic's shooting down the culling though. Chamlu isn't really the champion you want in a team fight. Here comes Aurelia, but the support does go down, trying to save the rest of his team. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Start flashing and jumping in the DFG. I'm not on, maybe it wasn't, but looking to keep this fight going. Low from Poison Face, and while TTDJ is jumping and flashing in, and there go AD carry. That's your most important member of your team at the moment. Now Pongo, Denmark, trying to get out of this one alive, isn't able to do so. They're tanking this bottom lane turret. I don't know if they can tap. And if we take a quick look over to the mid lane, Totaro's shoving in that turret.
Yeah, Rise, recognizing that he wasn't going to be able to get in the fight in time, is trying to reply with the middle tower, but it looks like JD to DJ want the inhib tower.
It's something that they can really go for. Oh my goodness, that Vega burst. And now Chambloo seems to be the focus, but so tanky. Kha'Zix goes down because of that. They need to take the start down before the playbook finishes, and they miss that. Now Pingu's going on combustion. Donya's Hourglass, is that going to keep him alive? No, it's not. True damage from the ticks of poison there as Pingu smiles to himself, taking down combustion. Really crazy trades of here, but it is two
It's
turrets
not over yet
to
as
one.
well. Rise is going to cut them off here.
Rise is going to cut them off, looking for the Rune Prison onto Eptic, but Eptic gets out of this one alive. So it's going to be Dumakla taking one for the team. And Totaro's shooting everything he has over and over. That is another kill for Totoro. He's only got 2 now, but slowly but surely, Totoro is ramping up. This Rise pick is eventually going to be very troublesome for JDJ if they let him get killed like that.
Yeah, absolutely, and JD to DJ, it's the same case of what we saw from them last game. There's a play that they make, and then immediately Glasslip just come back and make a play of their own. And JD to DJ potentially getting just a little bit too greedy for that one. The goal does swing back in favor of Glasslip, but there is an inhib open now on that bottom side for JD to DJ. So it's again a trade-off, and we're yet to see who's going to come out on top in that.
It is the bottom lane inhibitor as well, the one furthest away from the Baron pit. Are they maybe setting up for a split push Aurelia, looking to take that one down while they pressure around the Baron area?
See, I'm not sure if they'll send Aurelia to split push. I don't know if she can deal with the Zed. This isn't really a team that I would say is going to look for that split push. I think they'd more look to group and push with the Veigar and just hope they catch someone with the Morgana binding or a Veigar stun and let Veigar blow them up that way. Now with the Void Staff, you can't really even build MR into that. But we do see QSSs coming out for both Twitch and Zed, as well as the Mikhails onto Janna. So those Event Horizon stuns are going to mean a lot less now. So again, it just gets more and more interesting as it goes on.
It's good, yeah, it's good to see that Glasslip reacting to this Veigar picking up those items, but it's going to be interesting to really see, is that going to work? Is that going to be enough? We see the Event Horizon on the Tengu, that's not enough, he immediately goes down. Combustion pulls himself though, and now Eptic is in the back line. He's trying to do some damage, but Totoro steamrolls through on the ride, and now Tengu picks up a kill on the side. Jay goes down. That's 3 kills for 2. The Event Horizon was good. They picked up a kill on the Janna, but then immediately the turnaround, and they just got crushed in that team fight.
Yeah, absolutely, and a big part of that was just using so much on Janna. The Primordial Burst even went onto Janna, and that left nothing to kill Rise and Rammus with, and the front line for JD to DJ just not there, and Glasslip able to just tank it out. Now that one guy is looking to steal away this Baron. We'll see if he can make the play. He's most certainly going to die for it, but he's probably going to try anyway.
He didn't go for it. He actually is completely blind with that one, and does die for it.
Yeah, it was a good guess, and I think you kind of have to try there. It's only 1 kill for the Baron away. That is Baron on the 5 members of Glasslip as well, since Zed and Janna did respawn in that time. So now this is kind of the biggest lead we've seen all game between these two teams, as well as having that Baron buff on towards Glasslip as well. So there's a lot to be said for the ball being in Glasslip's court at the second, and we'll see where they go with it from here.
We do have to remember that there is an open inhibitor in the bottom lane for Glasslip, and that is just a little bit of compensation that JDDJ does have. I'm not sure how they're going to be able to use it, how they're going to be able to play around that one, even if that's a viable option, because it seems that Glasslip is aware of this. They're just shoving up this bottom lane as far as possible, getting any minions away from that inhibitor, and it looks like they're going for either a pick or a bottom lane turret.
Demacia's caught out though.
Wow, that was just a solo kill right there. Champ Blue doing work with Madrid's Razor. No, not really though. He's got so much armor now, and with that comes damage on Rammus. And catching Dumaka out of position there in the rotation. If they're 1v1ing a Zed, oh dear, he should be going down right now. Does so, shut down as well. Now 5 members to 4 in this bottom lane. The dive's coming out, Combustion immediately taken down. Isn't even able to get Event Horizon out there. Stat 1 high will be the next to fall. And this is looking like the game is completely in control for Glasslip. They may just be taking, that may just be what decides this match.
Yeah, absolutely, and the first time in the series between these two, we see one of the teams get a lead, and they're absolutely dominant in their playmaking, and now they're just tanking up the inhib tower. Aurelia's going to do what she can, but there's still 5 members up and willing to fight out of Glasshouse, and they're just going to take the inhibitor. They're going to walk away with almost a 10k gold lead, and almost instantly the game just looks completely out of hand, despite how close it's been between these two teams so far.
Glasslip got one little kill on the Morgana, and they knew they were 5 versus 4 at worst in the bottom lane. They immediately dive the turret onto 2 members and get 1 kill, and then they get another kill under an inhibitor turret. And then they go back and they take down both these turrets and the inhibitor. They got 1 kill by catching out Morgana, and it turned into 2 turrets and as well.
Yeah, and I mean that speaks to how good Glasslip are playing as a team. They recognize that Morgana is basically everything that's keeping Vega alive, stopping that taunt. And as soon as there was no black shield to stop that taunt, there's a flash onto him to get that taunt going, and they just bring him down instantly. And you know, that one play, both teams have been making plays all game, but it looks like that's the dominant one at this point. Zed is all the way at top at the moment, but I'm not sure if they do want to fight for this. They've had 1 dragon stolen away from them already.
This is 5 versus 4. They're going to go for it, and they're actually going onto the tank that is Janko. It's probably the incorrect choice. Now Pingu's Ratatat panning up the fight. Coach Rowe is right in the front line. Tank Rise is damage Rise too. Combustion's Room Prison, he goes down. Triple kill for Rise, and it's going to be a quadra kill. Well, Rise, Zed in the top lane now, taking down that turret as TTJ tries to get out with teleport, does so, but the base is a shambles for the side of JD to GJ. It seems like Glasslip is going to be taking this one right now. The first Nexus turret is falling clear, and the second one is soon to follow.
Yeah, and as you said, that is going to be the game for them. Rise is the celebratory death in the fountain. Happy that he and his team are going to take away first place. Maybe looking for 1 more kill into Aurelia, but not going to happen for them. The Nexus does go down, and that means that the champions of the Poro Cup number 2 are going to be Glasslip. A really, really entertaining game from both of these teams. You know, we've seen 2 great games from these 2 teams, and in my mind, they've proven that by far they're the best today. But unfortunately for JD to DJ, Glasslip just proving a little bit too good in the end. They finally got that small advantage, and they just completely blew the game out of the park as soon as that happened. Absolutely brilliant game to watch and cast.
It's been a long tournament today. Thank you very much for watching. 8 rounds Glasslip played. They won all 8, not dropping a single game. We can't forget though, JD to DJ playing so well against their opponents, and while only dropping games to Glasslip, I believe, they come away with 2nd place and will get some RP as well. So thank you very much for watching Rhyme Gaming's the Poro Cup 2. I'm Swift, this has been Kalia, and their commentators, part of Castos. Do hit up that Facebook page, give it a like, maybe give our pages likes too if you did enjoy what you heard here. Thank you very much to all the players for participating in this superbly organised tournament. It's been a pleasure today. Thank you very much for watching.